If I ate breakfast, I eat breakfast right now. I'm drinking coffee, eating breakfast. Let me get some coffee. Thanks for reminding me. Sit down. Okay. Pause. Who's badder, Cardi, Uzi, or Rocky? That question sounds sus, bro. That sounds sus. Okay, I'll just skip it. Why did I get a degree in biomathematics? Let me tell you this. For everybody who's young and watching me, you don't go to college to figure out your dreams. Actually, you do. But you never figure it out in the classroom. You figure it out from life experiences. What do you really want to do? That's your passions. Some of those stuff might just end up being hobbies. You can't make money from them, or you haven't really figured out how to make money from them, so they just remain as hobbies. But those are your passions. That's what you kind of want. College is nothing more than an investment. You got to start thinking about it like that. I see people graduating from college with a communications degree, with a psychology degree. And it's cool and all if you want to do communications or you want to do psychology, but I've seen so many people just graduate to graduate. They graduate with a sports science degree. Unless you really have some master plan of you becoming a fucking, like, owning your own sports agency, and that's really what you want to do, why the fuck would y'all go to college and pay up to $100,000 in tuition, like, cumulatively, to go get a job that's going to give you $35,000 a year? Like, are you dumb? Trust me. When I went to college, and again, I refused to let my mom take loans out for me, because my mom, she's a mother to 3 boys, and my brother who went to college out of state, my older brother, he's the middle one, she was taking loans for him, and it was like $40,000, $50,000, and I saw my mom didn't make that a year. I felt guilty having her do the same. So if I could throw everything in my name, I wanted to, right? So I took the loans under my name, and the thing I was saying is that I'm gonna have to set myself up to pay this shit back. I instantly made the decision that if I'm gonna stay 4 years at an institution, right? So from 18 to 22 or whatever the case is, if I'm gonna stay 4 years at a fucking institution, trust and believe, and by the way, I stayed longer. Trust and believe I'm coming out of that joint making at least $100,000. You got to make business decisions in college. Niggas is going to college just to party and thinking getting a degree. Yo, a college degree means nothing these days. I promise you. It means nothing. If you're not getting your master's, a bachelor's means nothing. So I say all that to say, don't go to college if you're just going to think you're getting the degree and you're just going to get a bullshit degree. Get a degree that could get you some paper, nigga. And if you're not thinking like that, nigga, that means you never went to secure the bag. Don't be the dumbass nigga after you graduate who's working a job making 35 grand and your friend who didn't go to college, who's been in the job field for 4 more years than you, is making 45 grand. Don't be dumb. College is an investment. And I don't know how y'all niggas treat investments, but I need to get all my money back. I treat that shit, I say, yo, I ain't coming out of here with less than when I graduated with a biomathematics degree, this YouTube shit, this DJing shit, this music shit could have never worked out, but I'm getting 100 racks. That's facts. This is a whole business, bro. Y'all niggas be treating, yo, when Sally Mae or whatever you borrow the money from start hitting you, they don't give a fuck about your, yo, I got a sports science degree. What, nigga? Nigga, where my bread at? Where the bread at, nigga? Where the bread at? I told y'all. Sally Mae called me one day. They were like, yo, when we gonna get this payment? I said, yo, bro. I said, could you call me back? I'm at work. You know what they said? Man, stop playing. You don't got no job? I said, how you know that? I didn't have no job. I ain't had no job. How you know that? They were like, we know everything about you. You moved 3 times. We've been sending the letters to the right address every time. I'm like, y'all stalkers. But you know what that told me? I owed $120,000 when I get out of college. You know what that told me? If Imagine making $30,000 a year, even if you paid these motherfuckers every fucking dime for 4 years and not use a dime for your own personal enjoyment, for anything else, you would be just even. Fuck that. And it's growing interest all the time. Fuck that shit, man. Trust me. College is, think of college like a business, man. How much money y'all want to make? Don't go to college and get a degree in some shit that's going to pay you $30,000 if you want to have the mindset of having $100,000. Figure out what degree could get you in a job to get you $100,000. That's how you should think of college. The other bullshit they sell you on, don't believe it. I gotta restart this shit. Hold on, come right back. I'm restarting this shit. I'm back on this shit. I'm back. Snucko, what up, bro? Mickey Tings. Hey, I like that name. Is J. Cole the rapper of the year mainstream-wise? J. Cole's putting in work, man. Apparently, J. Cole and DaBaby about to have a song. It's not empty. Look, it's full. I just opened it. But as I said, I don't drink to get drunk. If I was drinking to get drunk, I would just gulp it. No, I'm not about to do that, no. Bro, yo, do not go to college to figure it out. Freshman year, you should already think, I want to be this, and I need this degree to get there. Think about the money. The experience of college is worthwhile, and of course, I never used my biomathematics degree, but I chalk it up now when I pay it every month, and I still do pay every month. I said, damn, I went to college, and I spent $120,000 for a great-ass fucking time. And also to make myself a man. I never lived with my mom again after college. I never did. It made me a man. It taught me a lot of things. It helped me make life decisions and man decisions without running home to mommy. I slept in my car. That's why I never sold one of my cars for two weeks straight. Because I felt I was being a man in college, and I felt like if I wasn't really homeless. I was in between apartments, and I felt like if I went back home to my mom, I was being a little boy, and I said, fuck that. And I just stayed. I said, I got 2 weeks till I'm going to get this other place, and I stayed in a fucking parking lot in my Mazda. I think I might still have neck and back pain from trying to sleep in that little shit, but it happened because it made me a man. But anyway, that's the reason, like when I'm paying back my loan now, that's what I got out of it. But college is a lot of bullshit. They don't teach a lot of life things that you need. They don't teach you how to do taxes. Shit. Listen, I went through, bro, I could do every fucking integral. Like you throw an integral or you ask me to get a derivative or something. I'm a biomath major. I could do all that shit. I took Calc 5. I could do all of that bullshit, right? I could do all that. But if you ask me, or if you ask me like when? If you ask me back in 2013, how do you start an LLC? I don't know. Ain't that a bitch? So I could do all this bullshit that I'll never need, but I don't know how to create my own company. I don't know how to do my taxes. I don't know how to do payroll. I don't know how to do none of that shit that's really gonna matter. I don't know how to do nothing like that, bro. I only know how to do a fucking math problem, hopefully for a nigga who's paying me. Nah, that's just a little bit bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's just a little bit bullshit. Somebody said LLC, just go to LegalZoom. Yeah, you could go to LegalZoom, or you could do it yourself. What's a good major if you don't fuck with math? Well, I always fuck with the math and sciences. Other than that, well, I guess anything health related would be. Criminal justice is good. Criminal justice is good. Like, I like to talk. If I wasn't, I hate to read though, which I don't know if that makes sense. If I didn't do all this, I'd probably try to go to get a JD, which is basically a law degree, and probably try to open my own firm, because I would love to litigate. I think I'll make a great lawyer. I think I could talk a hoe out of hoeing. Actually, no, that's impossible. But I could. I feel like I could talk a jury out of convicting a nigga. I don't know. Yeah, computer science is good. Oh, computer science, great. By the way, computer science, like, I'm gonna tell you one thing I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna go back to my old school and look for some students who are doing computer science or graphic design that they could help me build up my new company, or not new company, but build out everything I got going on now. All right, yeah, let's stop talking about college.